The first math toolbox is scientific notation. Why we need scientific notation? Because sometimes we want to communicate with very big number or very small number. Then, like this one, this is very big number. If I ask you to copy this down, can you make sure that you copy exactly the same number of zeros and didn't miss one or two? And also, even you can copy this with the right number of zeros, how long is it going to take you? So that's when we need a scientific notation for huge number like this. So what's the format? What's the format of the scientific notation looks like? And all scientific notation will expressed in this format with a c times 10 power of n. So if we want to express the scientific notation of our number in the previous slides, we can write it like this. We can write this. And as long as I keep the power the right, and I won't copy this number wrong. Like as long as I make sure I write down 320, not 321, and I should be fine. So let's look at the scientific notation format. You have a C part that called the coefficient. Let me change the size. I can't change the size. That's okay. I will go this way. If you look at the C, and that is the coefficient. C is a number that smaller than 10 and bigger than 1. And n is the exponent, and it can be a positive or a negative integer. And how to get a C, like for a big number? For example, if I have, let me change the color, 2, 1, 0, 0. Let's see if I have such a big number like this. Okay, so I won't copy that number from the previous slides. If I want to change this format to the scientific notation, how can I make sure the C part, the coefficient, is smaller than 10? Definitely this is 21,000, much bigger than 10. So how can I make sure this number, what I can do to make this number smaller than 10? And I will move the decimal point to the immediate right of the leftmost non-zero digit in the number. So what's that mean? What's the leftmost non-zero digit? So it's 2, right? It's 2 here. And the immediate right is the place is here. So we will move the decimal point. Our decimal point originally is here. So we will move the decimal point. Let me change the color. Change the color to yellow. So to see. And the original decimal point is here. I move the decimal point to the immediate right of the leftmost non-zero digit, which means my decimal point will be moved here. So then I will get 2.1. Now I'm bigger than 1 and smaller than 10. Okay, so my 2.1, the C part, is ready. Now I need to go to find the exponent part. So times 10, I need to find the n. So what's the n number here? Is it positive or is it negative? And then n is equal to the number of the places moved to obtain C. So how many places I move? I move 1, 2, 3, 4. I move 4 places to get C. So power must be 4. Then negative or positive. Then depends on the direction you move. If you move to the left, it's positive. If you move to the right, it's negative. Which direction I move? I move to the left. so it's positive. You can write positive, but usually you don't have to write positive. If you just put 4 there, everybody knows that the positive power. Okay, so this is convert a decimal number into a scientific notation. Let's do some practice. Let's do some practice here. I need to change it in yellow color I like most. Okay, there we go. And let's use the first one for example, and it's 3,245. I will write a format like C times 10 to the power n. First, I need to get C. C have to be bigger than 1 and smaller than 10. Now I'm over 3,000, so bigger than 10. So I need to move my decimal point. Where is my decimal point originally? Let me erase this. Oops. Erase. Okay, so originally my decimal point is here. And how to get a smaller number? I have to move this direction. So move how many places, and I have to go to the non-zero digit is 3. Leftmost non-zero digit is 3. So the immediate right is here. So I first need to move to the left. So that means when I times 10, power n should be a positive. So remember, move to the left, the n is positive. So it is positive. And then, what's the n number here? I need a count how many places. 1, 2, 3. So 3 places to move. Then I will become 3.245 is bigger than 0, smaller than 10. My power is positive 3. Then you can just ignore the positive 3 here. Okay, let's do another one. And this is 0.000 is smaller than 1. If it's smaller than 1, I have to move this direction to make it bigger. Okay, so the non-zero, the leftmost non-zero digit is 3. The immediate right should be here. So I already know that I move to the right. So move to the right, it will be negative. And how many digits depends. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I move 6 places to get this to go to this point. So it's 3.245. And I move to the right to get this. Okay, and another practice like this one. So our decimal point is here, and to get this smaller than 0, I have smaller than 1. I have smaller than 10. Sorry, and I have to go to left. Okay, so if I go to left, the number should be positive. Then how many places I need to go? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I go to 9 places to go here, from here to there. And then I will have 3.245 as the C. Positive 9, I can just ignore that. I can erase that. Let me erase it. So what happened to the eraser? Okay, so this is 9. And one more practice. And this is smaller than 1, so we need to move to the right. Right should be negative. So you will write this negative first, and then how many places you need to go to get the decimal point here. 1, 2, 3. So 3 places to go. So I get 5.0607. And there is 2 special cases, these 2. And let's see, this one is 88. So I have to go to left. So left, and that will be positive. And left, how many places to go? Just 1. It will become 8.8. So it's positive 1 here, positive 1. You just write 1. Okay. And this one is already, the number is already bigger than 1 and smaller than 10. So no move. So just 2.45. But I still need write this format. So what will be the n number? Since I didn't move any, so it will be 0. Okay, 4.45. 2.45 times 10 to the power 0. The last one is a little bit special because the power is 0. Okay, so that's for the scientific notation, and is this format coefficient times 10 to the power of n, and when you move the decimal point to get C, and if you move to the left, make sure your n is positive, and move to the right, make sure your n is negative. And after you convert, and you can plug in into your calculator and convert back to see if you are exactly get the original number. That's for your check, double check. Okay, so here is the convert the decimal notation to scientific notation. I hope this video helps.